Southwest Rednex.
Welcome, Rednex, to our second-ish, first-ish podcast, depending on how these get uploaded once we learn iMovie. Our buddy Chunk Fu, who's a fellow redneck, is hopefully coming over tonight to teach us how to edit stuff so we can actually do YouTube effectively. But yeah, this is the Southwest Rednex podcast, and we are including you in our podcast. You know, like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff, and we want to include you because the Southwest Rednecks are about inclusion. So to start it off tonight, our main topic is camping. We're trying to camp once a month. There's many reasons to why we try and camp once a month. A lot of it is just there's so many different situations in different months, and we're just trying to figure out what we need for these situations for different areas. And the only way we can do it is just by doing it, and that's what the Southwest Rednecks are about. These are the things that we do.
Because when we try and hunt, and when we came together and said we need to try and go once a month, and the reason why is you get presented different problems, different issues, different things come up with what's in your bag. For instance, the last time we went camping was last month in September, and we ran into an issue that, I mean, we've been out to White Mesa 100 times together.
I started going out there 7-8 years ago.
And the one thing that we ran into was one thing that we've never ran into before, and that was a mosquito infestation.
Oh.
And it's not like...
They were like the state bird.
Oh, it was ridiculous. There was more mosquitoes than weeds. It was unbelievable. We were not prepared for it in any way, shape, or form. I mean, I basically had on all of my winter camo, my bandana, my scarf, my turkey hood, my gloves, and they bit through my hat. One was in my pants and destroyed my knees. My wife actually was counting my mosquito bites, and she stopped around 45. That's not an exaggeration. We just got destroyed. But
any skin that was exposed was just instant. The buzz of the mosquitoes in your ears is a sound much like the chupacabra that I will never forget.
There's not too many sounds out there.
But the mosquitoes and the chupacabra are the sounds you're going to remember.
I hate that sound. Anyway, but, you know, that presented a problem. So now...
We have a solution.
We actually have two solutions. One is I carry 2 cans of bug spray on me regardless of what month, what year, I don't care. I could be in Antarctica where they're like, there's never been a bug out here ever for 10,000 years. I got 2 cans off because I'm playing around anymore.
Hey, it's lightweight, it's compact, you can carry it.
Second thing, bug zapper. We're taking the bug zapper to the desert. That's how we roll. Because I'm not playing games anymore.
Oh man, that bug zapper. We're gonna burn that bitch down.
I don't care.
Burn them all.
I don't care.
Anywho, so we're looking at going camping next weekend, which is going to be mid-October-ish, and we're actually looking at going to a new area that we've never been to before. It's a property of 300-ish acres that has been generously been allowed for us to go and spotlight. In the state of New Mexico, you can hunt non-game species with a spotlight at night as long as you stay on private land. All of the common rules of shooting, you know, staying away from roads, occupied structures, all that still apply, which are all rules we can easily abide by. But on private land, you can spotlight at night. You have to stay on private land. You can't be in a vehicle.
The gimmies.
Yeah, and we try and be stewards of hunting, of, you know, sportsmen. We're sportsmen.
We want to set the example.
And so we're going to abide by all those rules, but we're going to go out. Who knows what videos we'll be able to do, what sort of quality we'll be able to get out of those videos just because of our limited technology. But, you know, at a bare minimum, you'll have some audio. If that's the best we can do, that's what we'll do. We'll do whatever it is we can do to just bring some content to you. Because, you know, we're out there, we're doing these things, and we're trying to include you in us doing these. If you can come with us and that's how we include you, we would love that. If watching our videos, how we include you, we'll settle for that. But we want more inclusion.
And hopefully through our videos, like we've always said, hopefully there's somebody out there that's going to learn something from our videos.
Or you can teach us. If you've done something
Again,
similar and you can teach us. If we can learn through a video, that's even better.
You know, if you do it just like, because we're doers, if you're a doer out there and this is the way you do it, you know, shoot us a link, say like, look, check it out, this is how we do it in Arkansas. We might learn something, maybe the way that we do it, you know, vice versa. But, you know, since our first video, if you've watched that, you'll know that that's one thing that we're all about is inclusion, where a lot of channels are all about themselves and really encasing themselves, and you come watch me. We're not that channel. We want everyone to feel like you're participating. One of the things when you're spotlighting that I would recommend that we've used before is it's a Predator lamp, and what it has is it's a red cap that fits over the lamp because it's a handheld spotlight because coyotes' eyes they don't
see red. Like
I
don't know if they're colorblind or how you would like to describe it, but if you can cover the light with red, coyotes don't know that you're out there. You can see them, not great, but you can see them. But you're not like out there with the lighthouse guarding the bay.
And so what we did the last time we went spotlighting at his cousin's ranch is we had the lamp, and then you know you get the same eye shine back, and then when you have your shooter set up, your light guy pulls the lamp or pulls the red cap off, giving you a full beam, and at that point, you know
that's when you fire because the shooter now has like a really clear view. The animal is shocked. You've seen a deer in the headlights.
It's a little disoriented. All of a sudden, there's a white light just hitting you. Whoa!
And you know, but that's the only time period you have because after the whoa factor, the coyote's gone. And coyotes they're wily. There's a wily coyote. There's a reason they called him that.
Solid reference. That wasn't scripted. That was a solid reference right there. But
part of the reason we love hunting coyotes is we thought it was easy when we started doing this. And God, were we wrong.
My entire book of what I thought hunting coyotes was about.
Oh, I threw it in the fire and burned it. Like I used it to stay warm.
And I don't know.
That was the most useful use of the book on hunting coyotes I had prior to me actually going out and hunting coyotes. Was just to burn it and stay warm.
Which, you know, it's really luck of the draw with our New Mexico coyotes. If you watch our second video, Sean actually was successfully able to harvest as a female.
Yes, I believe it was.
And so, you know, we've had some success. I hit one, what we call...
Pierced ear.
We're opening a coyote...
We both pierced ears on coyotes.
A coyote ear-piercing business, because that's the coin phrase that we came up with, is I had shot one, he had busted us and started getting out, and I had kind of shot it. It was like on a jog. It wasn't a dead sprint. And where we had walked up, where I told him, like, you know, that's about where I let it go. You know, good splash, good trail, thick blood trail. And, you know, we followed footprints for 3.5 hours.
Easy mile. And probably further.
And it wasn't like, you know, a straight mile. This was a mile that did this in an arroyo, up a mountain, out of an arroyo, into a canyon, across a valley.
Around the trees, near the rocks.
And I really don't like leaving a wounded animal out there. That's not the kind of sportsman that we are. We're about a humane harvest. You know, it was a hard shot. Some could argue whether or not I took the shot. I felt comfortable in that split second, and you know we did our best.
You hit it.
We gave it 3.5 hours of our best, and the blood trail went completely dry. But the one thing that we did get and gain out of that is our tracking skills.
Oh, vastly improved after that
tenfold, because it's very different from tracking something in the woods to tracking something in the desert. Obviously, tracking something in the snow. Each present their different elements, different, you know,
unique
problems.
Circumstances, unique.
But we were literally practically on the ground saying, "There's a blood spot right there on that piece of grass," and that's what we had to go off of. And then eventually, you get back on a good trail.
And it was hands and knees, a lot of it.
But get out there and do it. That's kind of the moral of the story. Is, you know, get out there and do it.
Come with us and do it with us, because that's what we're doing. Is we're going out there and we're doing it. And, you know, like we said, we want to try and go camping once a month, every month of the year. There's going to be obvious times when we can't. December, we've talked about December, just doesn't look like it'll happen.
Christmas. But
it is what it is.
Be sure to hit us up on Twitter, hit us up on Facebook. I just want to say, thank you for everyone that's following us and all of your support. God bless America. God bless the NRA. God bless the Constitution. I'm Wombo.
Coochie.
Southwest Rednex signing out.